What up? What up? Boys, where is everybody? Where is everybody? Get a little more hair gel before I go out. What up? What up? Who's there? Who's watching? Who's going out tonight, boys? It's Friday. It's already the 9th. New Year's is here. Big things happening. Is anyone here? Um, Come on, boys. Who is here? Yo, yo, yo. Boys, what up? Where is everyone? Where y'all boys at? Where the boys at? Where is everyone? Guys, where are you? Where the boys at? Who's here? Ask the question. Let's go. Who's watching? Who's watching the live? It's the pregame boys going out tonight. Okay, now we got some people in here. What up, bro? Brandon2905. Why did are you in our Telegram? You sound familiar. You sound familiar, boys. Guys, if you don't know or you're new to this channel, basically we give guys dating advice. I've been coaching now for I want to say 6 or 7 years. Um, everything when it comes to dating apps, cold approach pickup, um, game, dressing, gym, anything when it comes to kind of self-improvement space for guys looking to improve on in dating. So, um, I have a pretty big community of guys, private Telegram group. I think there's like 150 dudes in there. Um, work with a lot of different guys over the years. But yeah, we do a little pregame. Thanks. Funny, the only reason I'm wearing the Meta is because I got a fucking dye on my eye, which is so fucking annoying. Um, so when I go out tonight, I'm gonna just wear these because I think it kind of takes away from making it as noticeable. Um, yeah. All right, boys. Questions on dating. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. You guys got any questions on women, dating, anything? I will talk about it. I will. I will answer your guys' questions for the next 30 minutes. There's always some troll in the chat. Let's see if you guys actually need help with dating or whatever it is. Dating apps, photos, dress, what to text a girl, what to not text a girl, why you got ghosted. Um, yeah, millions of different topics out there. Your boy Logs, yeah, man, dating, something you know nothing about, dog. I know you never dated a girl, bro, so I know you're super confused by that. Super confused. Brand 2905, you're married? That's good, man. I'm glad. I'm glad, bro. I mean, a lot of guys are not getting married today, really. They're having a hard time out there. A lot of guys are having a really hard time finding women, to date for a long-term relationship. Yeah, I don't know how long you've been married, but I think the dating market, especially in the last, I would say 8, 9 years, has changed dramatically. It's a whole different place now, you know? I feel like there's a lot of, animosity between men and women, and they want different things. What up, what up? I know anonymous account 514. I know you're part of the group. What up, what up? Ask questions, boys. Come on, I'm gonna go out in 30 minutes. I wanna meet some women, bro. Jesus loves you, God bless you. That's damn right. What state? I'm currently in New York, New York City. Timbo, yeah, that sounds familiar in the Telegram. Currently New York, but the last 2 years, I was pretty much traveling full time. So I've experienced all different types of cultures. I was living in Mexico, um, Canada for a while, some places in Europe, and, yeah, I was on the West Coast too. I was living in Arizona, Texas, a little all over, little all over. Timbo, you have any questions, bro? Ask away. Ask away, Timbo. Uh, man, last week the stream was popping, bro. I had like 20 guys in here. Los Angeles. You're in LA. Dude, LA is really good. Like, really good. You should be killing it out there. There's a ton of girls. Maybe not for long term, but at least short term relationships. I don't know where Santa Clarita is. I know that's in California, but I'm not sure if that's north or south. I'm not too familiar with California like that. All I know is LA, really. San Diego. Okay, north. California's a giant state. What up, boys? Where's everybody? Yeah, I think there's a lot of army stuff down there, right? In San Diego. I've coached a few guys who were in the Coast Guard or Marines too, that were in San Diego. Oof. Come on, guys. There's got to be somebody with a question. Shalom. No, I cannot say grenade 10 times fast. No. The Ghost of Wakugan. Isn't that a video game? I thought that was a video game. Come on, guys. There's got to be somebody with a question. I just cleaned my vacuum cleaner. Does that make me a vacuum cleaner now? Technically, yeah, it does. It does. Dong Sneedman. Shalom. Shalom. I just waited on my waiter at the Red Lobster. Does that make me the waiter? Add a Q&A sticker? What is this shit? There we go. Stupid thing. Let me message the guys in my group. See where they're at. Message a few guys. Message a few guys on my Telegram. Just because we need to get some guys in here. Where is everybody? Come on, boys. Ask the questions. I see 5 of you in there. One of you has to be struggling with dating. One of you has to be struggling. Oh, what up? What up? Gordon, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Come on, guys. There's 5 of you in here. What's your favorite scary movie? To be honest, I don't know. It's been a while since I watched a scary movie. But one movie I do love, I wouldn't say it's scary though, maybe a little bit, it's Parasite. You deal with approach anxiety. Okay. Well, let me ask you this. What do you mean when you say you deal with approach anxiety? Like, is it every single time? Are you still able to do the approach? Which one is it? How old were you when you first became gay? Um, how many drinks should a guy buy for a woman? That's a good one. Honestly, the only time you ever buy a woman a drink is if she is actually into you, right? A lot of guys buy women drinks so they can buy their time, but then you're making the interaction transactional, okay? You never wanna buy a woman's time because it puts you in the transaction box, right? You have to be smart enough to pick up and understand, is this girl actually like me, or is she just running game on me to buy her a free drink? It's gotten better, but my low self-confidence would give me flight response at the thought of approaching. Okay, well, let me ask you this. Why do you have low self-confidence? Are you not happy with the way you look? Are you not happy with your bank account? Are you not happy with your social skills? Like, what makes you have low confidence? I'm gonna go out tonight, but it won't be till late, like 11 PM. Is that too late? No, no, it's not too late. I usually go out around like 10:15, 10:15, because that's when it just gets a little bit better where I am. It's all dependent on the area, right? There's certain places where you are. I know some certain bars that don't get good till midnight. All depends. Um, well, first of all, you don't act like you're needy. Well, yeah, that definitely. I think neediness is probably one of the biggest things that drives women away from men. It's like, I don't know. It's like the equivalent of you dating a girl and finding out she's cheated on 500 of her boyfriends. Like, it's just like the worst thing in the world. Like, you're not gonna take it seriously. How do I, as a male, what does that mean? Be more specific. Obesity and anxiety, depression from trauma. Okay. Have I spoken to you before? Why do you sound familiar? You do sound familiar. Um, were you the one on the stream last week that was going to therapy? Remind me. Give me a little bit more about your situation. How old are you? How long you've been stuck like this? Type of situation. My friend Dalton, he's got like 6 girlfriends and he sleeps with 2 at night and he just knows how to say things and he's not needy, they're needy to him. Okay, cool. Yeah, like I'm telling you, the most attractive thing you can be to a woman is not needy, right? But you have to have other qualities as well. It's not just being non-needy, right? If you're boring platonic but not needy, you're not gonna get anything, right? If you're super logical, nerdy guy, but you're not needy, you're still not gonna get anything. There's a lot of nuance in there. I'm sure that just being not needy is not the only thing he's not doing if he's actually having success. Well, one thing I can tell you, ACPP9RI, I don't know how overweight you are, but seriously, and I say this with all conviction, and I do it for all my guys who have been overweight for a long time, right? Guys who are overweight for like, let's say you've been obese or overweight for over 5 years, dude. I'm gonna tell you right now, go to your fucking doctor, get GLP-1, get Ozempic, get fucking tirzepatide, get on those things, okay? Like, just do it. It's gonna make your life significantly better, right? Significantly better. I promise you. If you have a problem with being overweight and you can't get your eating and you still like, if you're one of those guys who you get on the bandwagon and you fall off, you get on, you fall off, you have bad eating habits, I'm telling you, just get on it. It will make your life significantly better, right? I'm telling you, once when you have bad eating habits, when you have bad self-body image, it affects every other area of your life, okay? That's a million percent true. If you can get that under control, your eating habits with a GLP-1 to help you, dude, your life will significantly improve. Not only that, I would tell you right now, um, like being obese all of your life, right? Being obese all of your life is significantly damaging your body, okay? Whatever little side effects you might have from a GLP-1, deal with those, right? Than dealing with high blood pressure, heart disease, kidney failure, diabetes, right? Like, dude, I'm telling you, I've had clients literally in your same exact position, right? Get on GLP-1, then it's changed their lives, right? Obviously, with other things too, gym and everything. But I couldn't, dude. I will die on that hill. Okay, I will die on that hill. He told me, Dalton, that you gotta be like a used salesman. If you got some, you gotta sell it and make them want it, make it interesting. Okay, cool. Tough insight, Unk. Thanks, bro. My first time here, I was into RSD and PUA when I was 15, but always dealt with anxiety and fear. Now I'm 29 and moved. Okay. Yeah, man. You're gonna find here that if you haven't already, follow the channel. Also, on the channel in different videos or in the main headlines, you'll find our Telegram group. It's free. We help a lot of different guys, a lot of former RSD guys. I'm not a big RSD guy, never was. What we teach is a lot different. I want you guys to be the best, most natural version of yourself. Okay. I don't want you out there in the street just screaming, you know, all that shit. I found that a lot of PUA teachings, red pill knowledge is things Latino males grew up with. Yeah, it's true. I mean, my partner on this channel, Jesse, is Latino, and not even just red pill things, because I'm not a big red pill guy, but just being natural with women. They're taught from a young age in Latin culture to be more of a natural, understand women more, you know? Definitely true. Definitely true. Guys, ask some questions. I'm gonna go for 10 more minutes. Ask me some questions, boys. I found out a lot of PUA teaching, yeah. We're not a big red pilled guy. I mean, we've been on Pearl's show a few times, just Pearly things, and listening to some of those guys talk was the most insufferable thing I've ever heard in my life. They're so fucked when it comes to dating and women and all that shit. Yeah, uh, ACPP9RI, definitely get in contact. Get on the Telegram. Stay in touch. We got a lot of guys in the same position as you that fixed or fixed. And it's like, you're 29 now, like, it's now, right? It's now or never. You've been in the same position for how long? Like, I know guys think you have a lot of time, you really don't. You really don't have as much time as you think. Like, every day you're awake, alive, is a fucking grateful day on Earth to be grateful for. And you should be it's a shame, guys. That's what I've taken into the new year. It's a shame that you don't really give every day your absolute all, right? Make the most of it in bettering your life and bettering other people's lives, like bettering your health, bettering your businesses, bettering your job, right? Bettering your friends, bettering community, whatever you're a part of, like every day should be used towards those things. It's a shame if it's not. Ricky, what up, bro? I hope you're going out tonight. Ricky, the AZ crew. Jesus loves you. Thank you, man. Jesus loves you too. Come on, guys, ask me a question. I want to hear a question. All right, here we go. Weirdo. Weirdo. Hey guys, just spam the chat. Come on, guys. Somebody's got to have a question here for me. Somebody. Have you ever considered starting a fence company? No, but funny story. Welder's fence. I used to be a welder. I was a pipe fitter. Do you personally have any goals with getting women? Um, well, I'm at an age now. I'm gonna be 35 this year, and personally, I'm not as crazy as I was about going out 6 nights a week and just pulling girls. Within the next year or two, I would like to find something a little more serious, and move towards a relationship. Definitely. Wife, kids, stuff like that. Um, what's the best way to approach girls on the dance floor? That's a good question, Rodriguez 4514. Approaching on the dance floor really depends on how loud the venue is, okay? If it's crazy fucking loud and you can't talk, you can't talk. So that's when like dancing and energy comes into play. But mostly on the dance floor, it's more about an energy thing. Right? Like, one thing I'll do on the dance floor, if it's especially it's really loud, like, don't be afraid to get up close to the girl's ear. I'll be like I'll come up to her, I'll be like, "Yo, where the fuck do I learn those dance moves? Look at you guys go," or whatever, something like that. Something high energy. Your energy has to really match the environment. The problem that a lot of guys get into when they're doing approaches at the club or on the dance floor is that their energy is, like, down here, and they're like, "Hi," and the girls are, like, fucking dancing, having a good time. It's like, "Dude, how do you think that's gonna go?" Right? It's the same thing as if think about it, like, if you had crazy energy and you were approaching a girl in a library, she'd be like, "What the fuck is happening here?" Right? If you were like, "Oh, going all crazy," and she's there reading a book, she's like, "What the fuck?" So you have to match the energy of the environment. right? And especially if you can't hear anything, you need to really, do more of like physicality, energy, dance moves, stuff like that. How often do you listen to Boy Throb? I don't know what the fuck that is. Have you ever been to California? I have been to California a few times. When going out solo, what's the best way to stay in momentum? That's a really good question. The first thing I will tell you is, guys, you have to be being like guys will be like, how do I get good women? It's not just about being good with women, it's about being a social human being. So talk to everyone. In my everyday life, I'm talking to people. The cashier clerk, Starbucks worker, Uber driver, person at the store. You should be talking to everyone, right? And the worst thing you can do, okay, is when you're out at the bar at the club and you're trying to meet girls, is stay silent. Okay, talk to the guys there, talk to the fucking bartender. You have to keep your mouth moving at all times. The mouth has to stay moving. The more you talk, the less you're stuck up here, right? And that's how you're gonna win more often. Boy Throb is from Cali. Don't even know what is Boy Throb? What is that? Is that a fucking town? You look like Manon from Cat's Eye. Not sure what that is either. Cat's Eye. What is that? Don't know. What type of work do you do? This is my job, man. I coach guys on dating, relationships, all that type of stuff. But I used to be a blue collar man. Um, yeah, we have a YouTube channel. We got like 4,000 subs. On Instagram, I have like 20,000 subs. TikTok got a few thousand. Facebook got a few thousand. Um, yeah, so we do. Yo, really? What does that mean? Christopher, what does that mean? That little fucking Toyota Tacoma in your icon, bro? He's cute. Angela, thank you so much. Come on, guys. Any last questions? I want to go for like 3 more minutes. I want to know, guys, there's no way you're all succeeding in dating. There's zero way. Just on the score of probabilities. They're at war right now with the shadow baddies. It's pretty hectic. I don't know what the fuck you were talking about, bro. But I have a feeling you're a troll. In the isolate and comfort phase, can you explain what building the narrative means and how it helps with pulling? Yeah, it's actually a really good question. Um, One thing I do want to touch base on before we even talk about that is I want you to get the idea of isolation out of your mind. If it happens, it happens, right? But I don't want you to think that you have to isolate, right? So, narrative means that it's something more than just a one night thing, right? Like there's narrative there. You guys have stuff in common. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna see you again. There's some like she could be your potential girlfriend, right? There's something to build there. There's a narrative behind it. Okay. Can you explain what building the narrative means and how it helps with pulling? Look, every girl that you take home, that you sleep with, you do all these things with, you want her to want to date you and to be your her boyfriend, right? That's the narrative. I go in with you have to have a little bit of both, right? You want to be on the fence of this narrative, which is boyfriend and cool guy, flirty guy who's gonna bang her. Like you need to be on both sides of that fence. You can't be all one or all the other. So you need to build that narrative of being that guy. That makes sense to you. Because when you're all boyfriend, she's gonna make you wait, and when you're all fuck boy, she's gonna be like, "Oh, this guy's just trying to bang." So you need to be the whole entire thing, which is being on that fine line of being on that fence. But you wanna build the boyfriend narrative while flirting, while being, interesting, all that stuff. How do you calibrate to a girl that's not receptive at first? That's an interesting one. Um, so the best thing I can tell you guys, especially for you, Ricky, because you're kind of new to this, is being non-reactive, right? The thing that really gets guys in trouble is when a girl's not giving them anything, like not being receptive to their conversation advances, and they get reactive. They could tell, like, oh, they start getting bothered that the girl is, not giving them anything. So, first thing is being non-reactive. Second thing is you can call it out, right? You can call it out too. Playfully though. Everything's playfully, everything is not butthurt, everything is not needy, right? You could be like, damn, woman of many words, huh? Right? You can call it out a little bit. Something else that I do that's a little more advanced, but if a girl's having a hard time adding to the conversation, I'll literally ask her, so what do you know about me? Make her add to it. You guys give dating advice? Yes, we do. Fist, what? Oh, I would say the main thing I hate and resent is the double standard about creepy, weird label. It's true that men awkwardness is labeled creepy, but not the other way around. Yeah, I mean, look, how do I say this? Like, when you start off, some things you might do, approach women, you might come off a little creepy. You might. It just is what it is. But that's the reward is so much greater than feeling that little bit of awkwardness, if that makes sense. Um, but as long as you don't do anything creepy, like typically, you're not gonna creep them out. If you get really touchy-feely quickly, if you say something explicit, you might creep them out. But don't do that and you won't do it. So there's a girl I like. I asked her out and she said no, but she said she had one of her friends tell me. Does that mean anything? Any tips I could use to try to get her change her mind? Dude, um, so yeah, wait, let me read that again. So there's a girl I like. I asked her out, she said no, but she had one of her friends tell me. So one of her friends told you no. You asked her out, she didn't respond, and then her friend told you no. Is that what you mean? Um, but yeah, that's probably not good, right? Look, if a woman likes you, she's gonna make it easy for you to see her. It's that simple. And you don't change a woman's mind. You change her the way she feels, right? You don't change her logical mind, you have to change the way she feels. But in my opinion, you're better off spending your time around women that are interested in you. And if no women are interested in you, then you have a real issue. And that's why you gotta follow the channel. Um, my crew just lost 2 musketeers and our navigator to the Royal Navy last time we went plundering. Damn, bro. Drive, baby, drive. Yes. Ew. I don't know if this is a right attitude or perspective that is mean risking coming across as creepy or weird, making women uncomfortable as part of the learning process or journey. That it's part of the process of getting better. It is part of the process. And look, you can't always like control how someone else is going to react. That doesn't mean you can't do anything and can't say anything, right? People are responsible for their own emotions and reactions. If you're doing something weird and creepy, that's on you, but if you're just being respectful and trying to talk to a girl that you find attractive, there's nothing wrong with that, right? She's responsible for her own emotions and reactions. We live in a world where people communicate with each other. We're human beings, okay? Um, if you had a friend, her friend tells you she's probably not worth it. Yeah, is that a toupee? Not a toupee, bro. Still got some hair on my head. Is this another one of those investing streams? No, but I do appreciate the Don Vito little avatar you got. Silver seems to be going high, bro. Yeah, what is it? What is Don Vito investing in, bro? I'm pretty sure Don Vito died, didn't he? R.I.P., bro. R.I.P. All right, guys, I'll take 2 more questions on dating. 2 more, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Going out to the bar. You should be investing in hot chicks, bro. Honestly, if you're a guy that's making over 70 grand a year, you have your own spot, and you're in decent physical health, you should be investing some time into meeting women. Funny story, guys. I actually have a friend who's a little older than me and a very successful kid. He just went out last night with a very young, hot Latina that he met from cold approach, and he wasn't having much success lately. And he slept with her, and he was like, "Dude, this is the best ROI in my time," and it's true because he has a lot of money. He does really well. He has a nice car. He has a nice apartment. He's physically in good shape, and he doesn't have a hot girl around, but now he does. Hello there, man. I hate to come on your stream and say this, but it seems like your face is very bloated. Okay, bro. Thanks. I'm gonna tell you right now, well, this is a lie. Okay, invest in yourself, and women will notice and want into the mix. In a very few specific cases, yes. But if you're a guy who doesn't have a social circle of hot girls, I don't care how much money you make or how successful you are, they're not gonna show up. Okay, I've coached literally hundreds of guys at this point, guys who are literally making seven figures a year, and they don't have women in their lives. You have to cultivate that. It's a skill. It's like anything else. You want to make a lot of money, it's a skill. You want to make a really good physical body, it's a skill. Okay. The older you get, dude, Trump Daddy, get out of here, bro. I can't believe any man would put another man's name, okay, in their username. Like, what are you doing? The older you get, do you think it becomes more difficult to close younger women? Is there early to mid 20s? I mean, I think there is a point of diminishing returns, Eric. Like, some women, I would say, like, when you're eyeing that 40-year-old mark, the young 21s probably not most of them aren't gonna be okay with it, but some will, right? And that's the thing, you don't need all of them to be okay with it, right? You don't need all of them to be alright with you. So even if 70% are not, you approach 10 that are 21, 3 will, right? There are a lot of women, especially outside of America, who are okay with you being older, significantly older. I mean, I'm 34. I've dated girls who were literally 19, 20, so 15-year gap. I like you, Jesse, solid dude. My name is Brandon. Thank you, bro, but my name is Brandon, and Jesse is my partner. I support the president. That's cool, bro. I couldn't guess through your fucking username. I heard it's unhealthy for me to drink coffee on an empty stomach. I don't know. Probably. Julian, I'm 34. Gonna be 35 this year. Yeah, as you improve, they are more attracted, sure, right? That's great, but you also have to improve your ability to be social and date. It doesn't matter how much money you have. I've seen guys get ran over by women, by 20-year-old women, used and abused by 20-year-old women, okay? You need actual like, practical dating experience with women to get good, okay? Like, I've done this for a long time. Did Jesse and Brandon ever have awkward interactions when approaching girls? Yeah, dude, when I was young, I had a ton of awkward interactions. Well, not say young, but I've been doing this for about 10 years, so, like, 9 years ago, I had some really horrible interactions. Um, and girls used to like me, give me a chance, but I just didn't know how to make it happen. "What do you do for a living?" "Bro, this is what I do for a living. I'm a dating coach." Literally. Um, Follow if you need help with meeting women. Like I said, investing isn't just money, more to life than money. Yeah, I agree with you. As in, it's part of the process. Guys having awkward, horrible interactions is part of the process of improving or getting better. Look, what's your initiator hater? Every single guy, this is the thing. Every single guy has a different starting point, right? Like, I want you to get out of the mindset of every guy has awkward interactions. Not every guy has awkward interactions. Not every guy is going to do creepy things. Some will, but everyone is a different starting point depending on how you were raised, depending on your social skills, depending on your social circle. Maybe you're a guy who just needs a little fix. Right? Not every guy's at the same starting point. So I don't wanna lump every guy into one thing. Dude's hairline is cooked. Okay, bro. I like your hoodie, thank you. For real, LOL. Yeah, guy's name is Trump Daddy, dude. Oh god. People are so lost. Imagine putting another guy's name and daddy after it, as a grown fucking man. Jesus. Doesn't matter if my hairline was gone and I was bald. Still have more balls than you, Trump Daddy. You're funny, bro. You're so funny with him, bro. He's a W. Thank you, bro. Gonna go out for some quick night game today. Hell yeah, bro. Get it. Get it, get it. All right. Bro, I got a buzz cut and started to grow a small beard. I think I look more masculine now. I think so. I know we were talking about it. I think you're right. Haha, trans girl boy, whatever that means. Yeah, dude, everyone has a different starting point. Like, there's some guys that come in and literally I'm like, dude, you're gonna crush it. Like, the guy's 6'5", works out, has a good job. He's already pretty social. He's just fucking up certain little things, and it's awesome. Then a certain guy comes to me. He's 4'11", 400 pounds. Like, dude, we got to take care of some things before we can get you, some kind of result, right? Everyone has a different level of starting. How much girls girlfriend you? Whatever that means. All right, boys, I'm gonna end this. I need to get going. I'm going to the bar. I'm going to meet girls. That's where you should be going right now because they're all out there for the taking, boys. It was good talking to you guys. But do you believe there are plenty of guys in the world who have awkward, horrible interactions with women in which they make women creeped out or comfortable? I don't think it's as many as you think, honestly. I think women, are more friendly and more forgiving than you think. Is everyone nice? No. Are there women that are assholes? Absolutely. Are there guys that are assholes? Absolutely. Don't let a few bad apples ruin the bunch. Okay, later, boys. I will see you. Jesse is going live tomorrow for tomorrow night's pregame. I'll talk to you.